Hi there, it's Noreen from Katie Sue. I just wanted to show you a little bit of a different way of making up your cards using the Charlie's Arc 3D Fun and Flowers. This is a decoupage piece, so you can see all of the little different elements are all numbered, ready for you to assemble onto your main image. What I would do if I was using the centres of the, if I was wanting to fill in the centres of the flowers, I'd use some of the sunshine yellow, put in a dish so we can actually sprinkle it over the top, and I would press it on. Why I would press it on is because I want to create that lovely textured finish. You see how deep a texture you can get on there. So what I would then do is push that into the centre and just gently press that home. Don't do it too hard so that you flatten it, but it just gives it such a lovely texture. So again, nice blob of glue right in the centre, and yes, it does need to be Flower Soft glue because it's going to dry clear and it's going to dry really firm yet flexible. So you can see again, you can still manoeuvre that into the centre. Just press that home, and that just lights up that flower straight away and gives it that dimension. What I would then do is put the sprinkles back inside. Usually the way I would do it is cut these out quite roughly and set this to one side whilst I'm cutting the rest of them out. By the time I've got that done, then I'm going to be able to use those little additional flowers. But doing something a little bit different, what we've done in this card is you can see that rather than cut it out in the oval, the ovals are intended to fit perfectly the globes. So if you wanted to make a shaker card by putting some of the polar white in for the dandelion, then you could do it that way. But why not think about doing something a little bit different? So this time we're going to set it all onto this card. So I've got some lovely gingham ribbon using double-sided tape, and I've cut out a little sentiment, and if you turn that over and cut that, you can be sure of getting the perfect length. And then it's simply a question of assembling this onto your card. So you see how well this goes on a square. So this is just backed with some lovely lilac paper, and then it's just a question of setting out all of your lovely decoupage. This is Flo the cow, absolutely gorgeous, blowing on a little dandelion clock. If you've not decoupaged before, sometimes the best thing to do is to actually cut it out and assemble it as you go, and then there's not any worry about you getting the pieces on in the wrong order. So there's the little head on, we've got the front leg here, and we've got the little extra hoof, and you can use either your foam pads or your gels to make up this adorable cute card. And yes, this is on a small card, but you can see if you mat and layered this, you could make it up into an even larger card. So very versatile, and you can do exactly what you want to do with it. So we're going to put a little flower there, and you can see that this is dried really firm as well as giving texture. And what I would do to finish that off, I want to use some of the shamrock green around the base. So again, just you can be pretty generous with your glue, literally just drop that over, tap off the excess, actually get rid of all of your little sprinkles. And polar white, what you can do with that is, I'm going to use this to put on the outside of the little dandelion clock, and maybe there's a few little sprinkles here. So drop that over, tap off the excess, and you've got Flo the cow merrily blown on a little clock. Have a look on the website. There's loads of other examples of use of these adorable Charlie's Ark images. I hope to see you again soon.